Crypto trading bots. How to set up profitable crypto trading bots that get results like this so that you can automatically trade the Bitcoin and altcoin markets. Whether the price of coins are going up, sideways, or down, you're going to be able to start locking in profits. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to copy the trading bots I personally set up with just a few clicks, or how to build your own trading bots yourself with a very simple, easy to follow tutorial. Do me a favor, hit the like button, and let's find out how to make some gains. Now guys, before we dive in and find out exactly how to set up these bots, as well as how to start locking in gains from your trading profits, just a quick disclaimer. Nothing I say in this video is financial advice. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. If you wish to invest in crypto or trade crypto, it's risky and you can lose money. So don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, and always do your own research before investing in anything. Now that I got that out of the way, let's crack on with it. Now, before we dive in and find out exactly how to set all of this up, what I want you to do is this. Just go down below to the very first link in the description where it says Pionex Beta Group. Just click on that and it's going to bring you across to this free Telegram group. In this Telegram group, I share with you all of the different links for the bots I've personally set up. There's a chat where you can go and ask questions, and you can also go and see some of the results of some of the people in this group who've also been running these bots for the last few weeks. Every single time I add a new bot, it will be put into here. And if I ever make changes or close bots, take profits, etc., that will all be signaled in this Telegram group. Absolutely free. Just join it down below. There's also a tutorial video, more in depth even than this one that I'm making right now, if you want to double down and really start to learn this. And I think by the end of this video, you're going to want to do that. Now, first things first, I want to show you some of the results that I've been getting, and then I'm going to explain exactly how these bots work so that you can really understand why they're able to be profitable, whether the market's going up, sideways, or even down sometimes, okay? Now, a lot of these bots I originally set up around the 11th or 12th of October. And if you've been paying attention to crypto since the 11th or 12th of October, you would know it's been pretty shaky, okay? This was Ethereum. On the 12th, it went up, and then it's sort of been going sideways and down even. Bitcoin on around the 12th, 13th of October, it went up, and then it went sort of chop sideways, and it's come down. A lot of big altcoins like Sui has been down since that time, etc. So if you were just holding altcoins or Bitcoin during that time, you might just be down, okay? You would be down probably 20%, some of them maybe even more, okay? Probably aware of that. But as you can see, looking at my list here, some of these are in significant profits, and some of them are not all in profit. And I'll show you those as well so that you can have full transparency on how all this works, okay? So, as you know, when you open a trade at this price, if the market goes down, you're going to be in the red. If it goes up, you're in the green, okay? That's simple, right? You know that if you open a trade today, you can expect it maybe to go in a bit of drawdown before it eventually comes back up, okay? Because obviously the price sort of moves around and you're eventually going to find that move. This is what we're trying to do with these bots. Now, Solana here, you can see some cool stuff. The actual Solana trade right now is down $22, okay? I'm $22 below my entry point, but the profit in general is up $160. How can that be? The price is lower than I entered it at, and yet I'm up $160. Well, because I have this grid profit. And to make this very simple, this is effectively how it works. If you were in the crypto markets last year, you probably realized that Bitcoin went sideways for like 8 months. So you could have got into Bitcoin, let's say here, $60,000 around the 29th of February. Then it took basically, months of going sideways to eventually break back above that price in and around the 13th of October. So from February to October is 8 months. It took 8 months of going sideways for you to be basically at break even, and then you got into profits. Now, what the bots are effectively doing is every time the price is going up, it's taking profits, and then it comes down, it re-enters the trade. It takes profits, it re-enters the trade, takes profits, re-enters, takes profits, re-enters. You get the picture. But it does this like this, okay? You see all these green lines? These are buy orders, and all the ones on top are sell orders. So that line's moving all the time, okay? So if the market's moving bullish, that line will move up higher, so that it starts to take more and more profits, etc. And then obviously if it comes down, it starts to load up again. So as you know, markets don't just go up in one direction or down, they tend to sort of trend around. Even here where Bitcoin went up, you can see it pulled back for like a week or two, went up, it pulled back for a week, it went up, it pulled back for a week. During all these times, you could have been locking in significant profits, okay? Rather than just holding Bitcoin throughout all this time, you could have been making significantly more, because this would have likely given you multiples rather than just being at break even. So now hopefully you know how all this works. So despite being down in this trade, we're actually up in terms of the grid profits. Now, just for full transparency, not every trade I've got here is down, okay? But they're still just live. They're still taking profits off the table. Now at the top, you've got Ethereum, you can see, which is down $440. But actually, the total profit I've got right now is above $1,300. So because I've been locking in all of those profits all along, it's de-risking me. See, so despite being in drawdown, technically I'm in big profit. It's kind of weird, but it's great. So effectively I entered Ethereum like here, and then now the price is here. So technically I'm down, right? But what's happened in that time is it's gone up, I've sold, I've gone down, I've bought, I've gone up, I've sold, I've gone down, I've bought, I've gone up, it's sold. And you see, this just locks in each and every time profits. So that's why I've got big profits on the table, despite the fact that we're technically down, okay? This should sound incredible. If you've been holding crypto for a long time, this should sound great because you'll be able to take profits, find good entries, and this all happens automatically. You don't even need to do anything apart from set this up. So how do we set it up? Let's get on with it. Now, first things first, if you want to copy the bots that I've set up, I will continue to add them pretty much every week. So make sure you're in this group as well. And as well, by the way, guys, if you're trading actively and using this particular bots, you will be able to access different airdrops and things the Pionex are going to be giving. So if you want to win airdrops and things like that from Pionex, then make sure you get in that group ASAP. Now, simply go across to Peter's bots. And let's say I want to hold some Ethereum. I'm just going to click on Ethereum here. And it's going to bring me across to this page here. Now, simply, all I need to do is click copy the bot. Now, what this is going to do is bring me across to a page like this. I simply need to click on sign up here, and you can see it has my picture on it here. You can go and sign up with whatever method you want. Now, once you've done that, it's going to bring you across to this page. Simply what you then need to do is deposit some funds. Go up to where it says wallet. Go down to deposit. As you can see, you can just deposit some funds in here. Appreciate you probably got some crypto on Coinbase or Binance or wherever it is that you're trading right now. You can simply just send funds across and then you can access them here. Obviously, if you don't know how to do this, then watch a tutorial on how to send different crypto transactions, etc. But I assume most of you watching this already know. Now, guys, if you're having any issues with the deposit or accessing of the platform in any way, all you've got to do, guys, go to the Telegram group and someone in there will help you with exactly how to get around any issues that you're facing. Now, once you've deposited, etc., you can come back to this page. You just click copy the bot and you're going to find yourself on this page here. Now, in this page, all I simply need to do is decide on how much I want to invest. You can start here with as little as $50. If you want to push up to do 100 just to sort of try it out, whatever that might be, that's completely up to you. Just for now, I'm going to leave it at $1,000 because that's something I'm personally confident with because I've obviously been trying this out for a long time now. Now, you can see I've clicked off the auto reserve. What I want to pay attention to is this number, estimated liquidation price. This tells me that if I put in $1,000 right now, this trade will get liquidated if it goes below $3,000. Obviously, I don't want that. So I can go across to Ethereum and be like, well, where's $3,000? If I go to $3,000 right now, $3,000 for Ethereum is all the way down here. I think it's going to be a really rough day in crypto if that was to ever happen before the end of the bull market. I don't personally anticipate it happening, so I'm all right with that. But let's say you're not. Let's say you're not feeling that confident. You think that you want to bring the price down to around 2,600. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to here, and you can see that you can add extra margin. So this number right now is just under 3,000. I can add, let's say $100, and you'll see that it brings it down to a little bit less. If I want to add more, I can reduce the margin each time. So by adding more and more money, it's committing more money to kind of keeping the trade safe, but less risky, etc. I'm just going to delete it. I think we're all right with $3,000. Then I'm going to click on activate bot, and then I'm going to hit OK. And that ping lets me know that that trade is live. We are now open. The bot is running. I click on that here, and you can see that it's basically following the bot setup that I personally done in my own bots. Now, you see the red lines and the green lines here. The green lines are going to be buy. So if it continues to drop lower, it's going to continue to buy. And then if it goes back up, it will start to take profits. Okay, this is what we want to see because it means that even though some of these trades might be like down, like Aptos here, you can see the price is down. It actually will be locking in profits. So it's not actually ever as bad as it is here. But you see other trades here have also been more profitable. It's kind of equaling it all out. So obviously the price goes down here, you'll go into drawdown. That's fine. And then eventually it comes back up. You start to run into profits. Now, next thing, very important. What happens if we go outside of our trading range? Okay, our trading range is where all those green bars and red bars is. If the price of Ethereum suddenly shoots up because we get some US government shutdown is over, we start to look more bullish again. And by the way, that will happen. Okay, as soon as that government shutdown's over, that's a big green light. We've just had a Federal Reserve rate cut. We've had Federal Reserve telling you they're going to do quantitative easing. We've got the US just doing a trade deal with China. Things are looking increasingly more bullish. Stock market is rallying higher. Crypto will eventually follow. It might not feel like it right now, but trust me, when the market starts to warm up, it's going to happen very quickly. there's no reason why we can't see Ethereum shooting back to this level very quickly. Now, if it breaks outside of this trading range, what do we need to do? We obviously need to move our grid from the current price, and we need to move it higher so that it's trading all the way up here, so that if the ETH price is bouncing around in here, we're still locking in all those profits. Very, very important. So what we would do, let's just imagine that now this is a green candle, one that we all want, okay? And now I've decided I want my upper range to be all the way up here because the price is currently here, and I want my lower range to be down here, for example. Okay, so imagine the lower range will be here. So my lower range is 4395, upper range 5860. Simply, I need to go back to here, and I need to click on Details, and then I need to click on where it says More, and then go and Edit Price. Now, what you can see here is it's got my current details in, but I want the lower range to become 4395, and the upper range to become 5860. 4395, 5860. Okay, so the lower band, upper band. You can see that this is all as per usual. I then just click Next Step, and then I can just click Adopt, which will open that trade and move it up. But I don't want to do that now because the price of Ethereum sits at $3,800. Okay, but that's how you do it. And if you're wondering, yes, I will provide you with a signal of exactly when to change those bots, or when I'm changing those bots. Okay, so over here, again in Peter's bots, you can see I've just done an adjustment for Sui. I've just reduced the range, the lower range slightly lower, so that we can continue to trade Sui, even though the price action has not been particularly strong. And that means that we're going to be able to lock in more gains once we start getting going again. Now, that's effectively how to copy my bots and make adjustments should you need. But how do you make your own? Because obviously you're going to want to start getting into this. And once you start to make some profits, like I've been doing and some of the guys in the group have been doing, you're going to start to want to try all this yourself. All you simply need to do is go across to where it says Futures at the top and click on Futures Bot. And then you're going to go up to the right-hand side where it says Futures Grid, and you're going to click Create. Now, you can choose an altcoin, whatever you want to do. I personally would select larger cap, more stable altcoins. Don't go for sort of tiny meme coins. It could probably get you in a bit of trouble. Let's just go for an XRP because I don't have an XRP one. And I'm going to click on XRP USDT, this one here, and you can see this is XRP. Now, all I need to do is select a lower price and an upper price. Lower price right now would be about 2.197. So 2.197, we can see here, okay? And the upper price, let's just go for 3.47, okay? Now, the number of grids is effectively, by clicking on recommend, it's going to show you where all the green and red bands are going to be. What you want to do is ensure that the number down here is within a kind of a 0.2 to 0.3 range, okay? This is 0.17 to 0.3. It fits within the 0.2 to 0.3. That's fine. If you go for this being too big, every time you're taking a trade, you're going to take too many fees. It's going to be expensive. This is basically made to maximize as many trades as possible without kind of causing yourself too much fees. Okay, so this seems to be the perfect ratio that I've found between 0.15 and 0.3. Okay, now what you can do is your investment. If I click on and write $1,000 or $1,000, $100, I'm going to write $1,000. You can see my estimated liquidation price is 1.278. That's all the way down here by that scam wick that we saw the other day. For me, that's pretty good. In fact, I feel we can actually have a little bit more exposure here and bring this liquidation price up higher. And the way to do that is click on this little 3x here, and I can increase it to around 4x. By doing that, it will bring up my liquidation price slightly higher. You can see it's jumped up high there. We're still good. I still don't think it's going to get there. If I want, I can add more leverage. But as you know, adding leverage adds a bit of risk, so be very careful. I'm going to go with 5x. No, let's just say I'm going to go at 4x. Okay, I think that's a safer one. And I want you guys to be able to copy this very bot. Okay, I'm creating this now. And if you want to copy it, you're going to be able to do it as soon as you signed up to the Telegram down below. Now, we're good to go. Okay, so we can go down here where it says Create. Click Create. And click on OK. Ping. We're live. Okay, the trade I set up earlier, Ethereum now in $13 of profit. XRP still sat around here. Guys, this is very, very straightforward. Very, very simple. Okay, if you want to know in more detail how to do all this, have a longer tutorial like a Zoom video where you can do Q&A, then join the Telegram link down below. Also, I hang out in that Telegram. If you want to chat to me and find out more stuff about these and how it works, please do. I will do future trading Zoom calls and things with that community over there. And in the future as well, we'll be doing more airdrops with Pionex. So if you want to be able to make some money to be able to trade with on the bots, obviously you need to be depositing and trading actively already, and then they're going to reward you further with potential airdrops and things like that. sign up for that down below, just linked, top link in the description. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the School of Crypto. This is the channel where I do a lot more tutorial-based content, things like that. My main channel, the House of Crypto, is much more altcoins, macroeconomics, how the market's really moving and things like that. So make sure you subscribe to both channels. Also, if you made it this far through, do me a favor, please hit the like button, leave a comment down below, always helps me out. And I will see you very soon in another video. Bye-bye.